either, but that was Mother Wolf did us a favor. I pulled some strings just for you, and you basically shit in my face. That's okay. She passed. Hard pass from Sarah, even though I got her into a restaurant where the wait list is over 9 months. You're welcome, Sarah. No appreciation here. Should we talk about RHONY for a minute?
Yes, let's talk, because I'm curious if you are hearing these rumors are true, which is apparently that RHONY is now the producers, because we know Real Housewives of New York, this legacy, 13 episodes, even 9 episodes is done, right?
Thanks to Jill Zarin. Sorry, Jill girl. She listens. Jill listens. Trust me. I've had it.
Well, hi, Jill. Well, Jill.
She's listening, honestly.
Jill, I want you and your daughter to come on. So, but anyway, it's over, right? So now there's apparently producers talking about a RHONY almost like 2-week shoot. That's kind of a girls trip version. And they want, at least what I've read, but you tell me if it's true or not. They want Dorinda back. And now they want kind of all the
want everyone that they wanted for Legacy, which wasn't. Yes,
I could tell you. I knew this was going to happen, and now they want Ramona back because of what are they doing? And this plays into exactly. And I love our friend Carlos King, but they do not have options. It's why everyone is. I guarantee everyone is coming back from RHOP, and why Vicky Gumbelson is back because. Our dear friend Carlos, it's kind of contradictory. He was like,
what did Miss King say? And we love Miss King. I love you, Miss King. For real, this is not.
Wanted a lot of firings from RHOP. Miss King wanted Robin gone, wanted Ms. Da be gone, and was kind of insinuating he was fine if the Grand Dame exited as well. And because he felt like you needed all new blood in there to really make it a show. But I think it's so much harder than that. I don't think they have any options. It's why Vicky's back. And now look at this. I guarantee this is true that they want Ramona Singer back because it's going to be, I don't think the audience has the patience anymore to reestablish new people.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, I mean, we can't look, we've done this before. If you take the list, so it's really, they wanted all these people for Legacy plus Zarin. Zarin said no because she was insulted because Kelly Bensimon was offered. Jill was offered the least amount of money for RHONY. Kelly Bensimon was offered more than Jill Zarin. There you go. Jill, I am sorry. I'm not going to screw over my fucking listeners to make you happy. I have to speak the truth, Jill. She's listening. Really, this is not a joke. So that is the bottom line. So respectfully, I put respect on Jill's name that she's not they probably laughed behind closed doors. Oh, it's Jill Zarin. Please, she's desperate to get back on TV. She'll do anything. So let's offer her the least amount of money. That's probably how the discussion went. So I put respect on Jill's name and the fact that she's like, I'm not taking this shit.
Yeah,
And now they're going on. So, but it goes to show you what we talked about with Mary Cosby. You don't go to the reunion, you get fired. Mary got fired for not going to the reunion. And then we had a shit season of RHOSLC. Yeah. And now we don't know. She's probably not going to be full-time, but we don't know. Let's see how she films. She's back filming. I don't think Mary wants to be full-time. I don't think Mary asked for this. I don't think Mary said, wait a second, my life sucks away from the spotlight. No, Mary's actually an authentic person who doesn't give a shit. And she cares about her church and the actual money she makes from it, which is a lot of money, girl. So but there you go. You don't get fired from anything when they're desperate and they need you. So now Mary's back filming, and they did fire Ramona, I believe, because they can't say this, but I think Ramona's kind of aged out. I think that was part of it. And I think a second thing is this whole thing I'll go back to, the whole investigation, and she called HR and they didn't find anything, but it's still there. And so just everything, they let Ramona go. I mean, she said she's retiring from Housewives and blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. They fired Ramona. They said, they fired all of them, and then they didn't hire her back for Legacy when contracts went out. Contracts went out for everyone except Ramona because she wasn't given a contract. And now that Jill wasn't interested, they need somebody. So who is in that legacy? I mean, let's go down the list. You have Carol Raswell, who has spoken so poorly of the show. It's not going to be her. Bethenny ain't going to do it. Heather Thompson would have been, I'm convinced Heather Thompson would have been the one. But then she came back and this strange thing, and the whole Leah thing happened. It's no shade to Heather.
Mediator for race.
And it's no shade to her, but it's like now they can't use her. And if you go down the list of people, I mean, granted, you could get Alex McCord, but but now that they rumored need Ramona, here we are. So the point is, can NeNe Leakes come back? I guess.
Yeah, I think so now. Because look, I mean, to your point, you had said this a couple episodes ago. If in fact Stassi were still on the show, we would have Stassi back. I don't think Stassi and Jax would have been fired. I think if we were living in today's era, I think maybe they would have been put on pause for a little while or suspended. And then I think they would have been back. I mean, this idea of cancel culture, it doesn't work from everybody, from Nick Cannon to, I mean, how many people? I mean, nobody.
And the networks don't care. They don't. If you think that they care, they don't. Like Roseanne was fired after her tweets.
Tour. Yeah.
Right. And the only reason she was fired is because it's like Disney and it's advertisers. When advertisers are like, I don't think advertisers said to Bravo, we're pulling out of Vanderpump Rules because of Faith. I really don't. I think at that point, Bravo's like, ooh, we better make our statement and seem like we care. I'm not saying you shouldn't care. I don't buy it. That is me. That is my opinion. And I won't change it. I think it all goes to advertising. And when the advertisers are going to pull out, trust me, you will all get fired. The whole show will shut down. But if advertisers aren't, the Roseanne thing was ad related. The Bravo thing wasn't. It was like, this is the time that we're in and we have to show something here and prove something, which is fine. But it's performative allyship when you don't really mean it and you're doing it just for how it looks. I agree with what you just said. And what I said 3 weeks ago, that Stassi and Jax wouldn't be fired. And neither would Kristen if all of that happened today. I really believe that.
I mean, look at Jax and Stassi. Now they have top podcasts. So if people were so upset with them, they wouldn't be listening, right? I mean, they have enormous podcast ratings. And I think Stassi's tour is probably about to be sold out. So that
it's doing well, girl. It's doing
well. So I think NeNe definitely could come back. I think the reason you're not seeing NeNe back yet is there's still this ongoing litigation. It sounds like from an interview she did 2 or 3 months ago. But I wouldn't be shocked in the next 2 years if you see NeNe Leakes back. Wouldn't shock me.
And her thing is a little more complicated because it was a lawsuit, but like, look, we're already considering Ramona. We just didn't give her a contract. I mean, it is just like,
I think Ramona will be back.
I think so. And that's another thing. Like Ramona makes her statement that she left, which we all know is bullshit. But then I do believe when she says that she's over it. Like I do. Like that is the one thing about Ramona. Like she is out there living her life. She really doesn't care. Like she's not talking RHONY like others that leave these shows do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when Ramona says she left on her own, well, I mean, you